We want to have a little bit of a recap and catch up. We've gone through 5 of the 10 skills to grow during this first phase of pregnancy, conception to 12 weeks. As I've mentioned before, there's no real order. You can put it into a flow chart or a circle. You're in the center and you've got to do these things. And you've got to do them to yourself, your baby, and your baby's mother. But there is, in some ways, a sensible order to it. We start with kindness. What a good place to start, isn't it? Being kind to yourself, being kind to your partner, being kind to this baby that's developing. Kind thoughts, kind deeds. It's really important. We sort of put these skills in an order because they seem to, at some deep sense, make sense to us. And Birthing Better is about common sense. Everything we did was practical, pragmatic, usable, adaptable, adjustable, and sustainable. Kindness turned out to be one of the skills, and we've put it first. And it's followed by one of those skills that come from a lack of skill or just an emotional response, patience or impatience. Think about how we can use kindness if we have that as a skill, if we're ragingly impatient. Think about if your partner unfortunately has a lot of morning sickness, about the kindness you bring to her and how she has to become patient. She will get through it. Impatience can be a really loud, screaming, emotional component of this first 12 weeks of pregnancy. So learning skills around honoring these negative feelings while exercising positive behaviors is really important. And that brings us to awareness, because if you feel flooded by negative emotions and you're aware of them, but you don't have the skills of how to work with your own awareness, then you can be terribly overwhelmed. And that creeps up on you or slams you in the face. And when you are overwhelmed and are aware of overwhelm, you can get so bad that you can't find a way out. It's like being in a maze with no clear pathway out. And that can develop more impatience and where you begin to be unkind to yourself and to others. And then we talked about paying attention to detail and how that is different than awareness. Awareness is being aware of whether you feel good or whether you feel terrible. But paying attention to detail is being able to break those things down. And sometimes it's like seeing an elephant and eating it one bite at a time. If you're in a maze and you can't find a way out, that's the awareness. But paying attention to detail can help you get out. You can do things like put marks so that you know which way you're going, or being able to bend branches so you know which way you've been. That's paying attention to detail, and that's using that detail to create positiveness, being more patient, being more kind to yourself, to your baby, to its mother. And the last skill that we've gone over at this point is being able to see what needs to be done and doing it. That's about catching things more quickly. Think about it. If you're walking down the stairs and your kid's left a toy, you really want to be aware of that toy. You want to pay attention to the detail that it's there, and you want to see what needs to be done and do it, which means pick the toy up and move it, right? As simple as that. We'll have a recap or a conclusion after the next 5 skills. We really hope that you've enjoyed this course on Udemy, and we hope that you'll pass it on to other fathers-to-be. What we know is that once you grow these skills, you're going to pass them on to your daughters and sons and share them with your partner. And that's really what Birthing Better Fathers wanted me to do. So see you when we talk about the next 5 skills. Bye-bye.